There once was a boy named Talon. No one ever had to guess if Talon was around. Because Talon always, and I mean always, talked. He talked when he walked. He talked when he ate. He even talked when he tried to sleep. His words were quick. They tumbled out in a jumble. Sometimes they were questions. Sometimes they were stories. Sometimes they were just noise. Talon didn't notice. Because talking made him feel alive, made him feel big, made him feel safe. One morning, Talon set off on a new adventure. He had heard whispers of a forest unlike any other. A place called the Listening Woods. It was said that this forest was magical, alive, and that it could share secrets. If you were quiet enough to hear. Talon grinned. Perfect, he said. I can tell the forest all the things I know. And he skipped along the winding path, chattering all the way. Good morning, trees, Talon called. Hello, birds. Hello, sky. Did you see the funny fox yesterday? Or the river that sparkled like silver? The forest said nothing. Talon stopped. He tilted his head. He spoke louder. Hello? Anybody there? The leaves shivered gently. The wind brushed his cheek softly. The birds fluttered above. But not one sound spoke back. Talon frowned. That's strange, he muttered. I'm telling you everything. He ran forward. He shouted. He sang. He even hummed a little tune. Still, the forest did nothing. Confused, Talon sank to the ground beneath a giant oak tree. He crossed his legs. He rested his chin on his hands. And he waited. At first, it was hard. So very hard. He wanted to ask questions. He wanted to tell stories. He wanted anything to break the silence. But slowly, he noticed something else. The air felt softer. The shadows of the leaves danced quietly. The branches swayed in a rhythm he had never felt before. He listened. Really listened. And then, he heard it. A soft whisper of wind brushes across the treetops. A gentle creak as the old oak shifted. The distant trill of a bird calling to its mate. The rustle of tiny creatures moving through the underbrush. The forest was speaking. Not in words, but in sound, in movement, in life. Talon's eyes widened. He sat very still. Every heartbeat felt louder. Every breath felt deeper. Every sound mattered. And slowly, he understood. It wasn't the talking, or the shouting, or the singing, that made him see the forest. It was the silence, the listening, the waiting, the stillness. The forest had always been full of wisdom, full of stories, full of little secrets. But Talon had been too busy speaking to notice. Now he noticed everything. The wind whispered secrets about the weather and the way the branches danced. The birds sang songs that told of hidden berries and safe paths. The trees creaked gently, warning of uneven roots or giving advice about which way the sun would fall. Talon smiled softly. He leaned back against the oak. He closed his eyes. And he felt peace. Not just quiet, but understanding. He realized that speaking had its place. Stories had their place. Questions had their place. But so did listening. And being still. And noticing the things that don't shout to get our attention. From that day on, Talon changed a little. He still talked. Oh yes, he still talked. But he also listened. He noticed the soft sounds of the world. He noticed what he had missed. He noticed what others had missed too. And when he walked through the forest again, it responded. The wind swirled gently around him. Birds sang closer to his ear. The trees seemed to lean in, as if eager to share more. Because Talon had finally learned that the world is full of voices. Voices that cannot speak loudly. Voices that can only be heard, when you are still enough to listen. And in that listening, you find the wisdom that words alone could never tell. The end.